Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven and welcome to yet another Amazon favorites haul. This one is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to share with you some specific products that I got on Amazon that I love, that I use every day, that I thought you guys might find handy. But what's special about these products is that these products either made me go viral on TikTok or have already gone viral on TikTok, and that's how I discovered them. And these are specifically refrigerator organization products. So these are containers and bins and things like that that will make your refrigerator just look so aesthetically pleasing, but they actually also are functional. They serve a real purpose. They help you stay organized. They help your food stay fresh, and people love them. Every time I do a grocery haul, a video putting away my groceries, a little video about the latest container that I got on Amazon, it always does really well on TikTok. So I don't know if it's like just a TikTok thing that people love refrigerator organization or what. I guess we're about to find out because I'm bringing it to YouTube. I wanted to kind of put it all in one video because I've done like a lot of TikToks here and there, but I wanted to kind of put it all in one place. So I'm just gonna run through each product, tell you what it is, tell you what it's for, tell you what I like about it, show you the TikToks that I've done about it, and then I will link everything down below for you guys. Just click the link in the description box. It'll take you straight to this category in my Amazon storefront, so you can shop all these products and more similar products all in one place. Real easy, real simple. I organized it for you guys so you can find everything easily in one place. And I know it's feeling very QVC right now, very salesy, but this video is not sponsored whatsoever. I just wanted to put all the stuff in one YouTube video instead of just having like the individual TikToks. Plus, I know a lot of you guys don't have TikTok or don't follow me on TikTok. If you don't follow me on TikTok, but you have TikTok, what are you doing? Follow me on TikTok. And if you don't have TikTok, why don't you have TikTok? Just make a TikTok. You're missing out on a lot of good content. I've been doing this over on TikTok. I just haven't really brought it to YouTube yet. So anywho, without any further ado, let's get into the actual product. So the first product, this is kind of like your beginner thing. If you're just getting into grocery organization, refrigerator organization, if you're just kind of getting into it, this is what you want to start with. This is the starter pack, literally. So this is a multi-pack of clear bins. You can get these a lot of places. I just find it easiest to order everything on Amazon. So they have different kind of sets that you can get with different shapes and sizes, just depending on what you're gonna use it for, but it comes in a multi-pack. And you can also buy these individually if you just need like one specific one or you need one extra one. I will have a bunch of different versions linked in my Amazon storefront for you guys to choose from, but I have several of these. I use them in my fridge and my freezer and my pantry and elsewhere throughout my home. They're not just for your refrigerator, but they just work really well for the refrigerator. Okay, so why? Why do you need these? Well, it's not really that you need them. You don't need any of this stuff, but the purpose that it serves is to help you stay organized and keep little individual items together. So like if you have a bunch of Go-Gurt or a bunch of fruit cups or something like that, instead of just having like the little cardboard box that it comes in that gets all ripped apart and then it falls apart, actually having something to keep them in, to keep them contained, you know what I mean? It really helps keep your fridge organized. It actually helps you save space, and it actually helps you fit more things into your fridge, and it looks beautiful as well. So that's why if you think it's unnecessary, that's on you. For me, it's very necessary. So multiple different shapes and sizes of bins. That's your starter pack. And like I said, on TikTok, they love it. They love to see me open up the cardboard boxes that the stuff comes in, take it out, and put it into the nice container. It's something so satisfying about it. Next product along those same lines. Why would you keep your eggs in the ugly cardboard or styrofoam carton that it comes in when you can put it in something like this and it matches? Okay, the matching thing really helps with the overall aesthetic of your fridge if you care about how it looks. If you don't care about how it looks and you only care about the function, I honestly do think that this is more functional than the egg carton, just because once again, this is not going to rip. This is not going to fall apart. This is a nice sturdy container. You don't have to worry about your eggs breaking. You don't have to worry about anything. Also, this holds 14 eggs and it actually came as a set of 2 on Amazon. So altogether you can hold 24 eggs at a time with this set of 2. It has a nice lid on it. You know, it has a little gripper so you can pull it out of your fridge easily. We don't have to worry about dropping the eggs. Also, they stack really nicely together in your fridge. So if you are using both of them and you are gonna have all 28 eggs in your fridge, you can have this, use these eggs when you're done, move this out the way, it's just very organized. This one, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit more for the aesthetic versus the function, but it also does have a function too. Egg organizer, don't knock it till you try it. Another thing that the people love on my TikTok is my drink organizer, drink dispenser, whatever you wanna call it. I have told you guys about this thing probably 100 times because I am just obsessed with it. I think it's just the coolest thing, but it literally kind of turns your refrigerator into like the gas station. Like, you know, when you grab a drink at the gas station and it pushes the next drink forward, like it's literally like that. There's a few different ones. I'll have a couple of them linked in my Amazon storefront. I'll have the exact one that I have and then another one that's kind of smaller, but the one that I have is fully customizable. You can pick how many slots you want and you can pick the depth of it as well so it fits your refrigerator. And then yeah, you just load it up with all your favorite drinks. It holds cans, bottles, juice boxes, all different sizes and shapes of things. So I have mine on the very top row of my fridge, and that's just kind of like my little beverage station. I love a good beverage. One thing about me, I love to taste a fun new drink. I love to have an assortment of sodas and juices and things and just have it be grab and go, like self-serve individual serving. So I just really love this thing. It really does something for me, and it really does something for people on TikTok, because every time I post about it, the views go up and people are like, where did you get that? It's from Amazon. And along those same lines, something that I recently started doing, which people also really loved on TikTok, is buying bottles so that I can kind of customize what kinds of drinks I put into my drink dispenser. Because you can always buy like individual bottles of stuff. I usually get like tea and kombucha and sodas and juices, but sometimes the individual bottles of stuff are like so expensive. Like one individual bottle of something could be like $3, but then you could also get like the full like gallon size for $3. You know what I mean? So it's actually a little bit more cost effective to buy larger quantities of drinks and just bottle it up yourself. Also, if you're a healthy girl and you make your own juices, this is perfect for that. If you're making your own juices, smoothies, milks, you make your own almond milk, whatever it might be, these bottles are perfect for that. So I started off with a set of plastic ones because I don't know, those are just the first ones that I saw. I didn't really think much of it. And they're just plastic clear bottles with these black caps. They were cool at first, except for the fact that I did not realize that they were not dishwasher safe. They all got put in the dishwasher and they all like melted basically. Some of them melted really bad to where they were just like completely shrunk and deformed. This is one of the ones that like wasn't as bad, but it's deformed and not really, it doesn't really stand up straight anymore. So I don't really recommend the plastic ones. Also because it's always good to try not to use as much plastic. If you feel like you need the plastic ones and you can remember not to put them in the dishwasher, like maybe you have little kids that you want to use them for and you'd rather have plastic for the kids and not glass, that is like understandable, and these could still work for you as long as you don't put them in the dishwasher. But I upgraded to glass bottles because I want to be able to put them in the dishwasher, and I kind of just like the glass ones better. They're just like a little bit nicer to me. They have like the similar little black cap, and these I believe hold 12 ounces each, and it came as a set of 12 with the lids, and these ones actually came with little labels that you could use for it too. So these are the little labels. They're like chalkboard labels. So if you have a chalkboard marker, you could write on it, but you can also erase it and write something else and keep reusing it as you keep reusing the bottle. So I thought that was really cute. I haven't used any of the labels yet because I just haven't needed to, but I also think it would be cute like if you have multiple kids and you're like prepping lunch or prepping breakfast, you want to like put their name on it or something, or if they're taking it to school. Like I just think there's so many cute ways you could use the labels. So yeah, for kids, for taking it to lunch, taking it to school, for, you know, taking it to work, whatever you're trying to like take with you as your drink. If you want to customize your drinks, if you like to mix certain things together, or you like to water down juice for your kids, there's a lot of different ways you can use these. I honestly really just like them because I like the grab and go factor. I like to be able to just open my fridge, grab my drink and go. No matter what it is, no matter if they don't normally sell it in individual bottles, I have it in an individual bottle because I put it in an individual bottle. You know what I mean? So no matter what it is, I open my fridge, I grab and go. I don't have to get a glass out of the cupboard. I don't have to pour it into a separate container. It's already in a separate container. I love that for me. Also, if you're a real frugal girl, you can really save some money with these. Instead of buying like pre-made, ready-made drinks. You can make a lot of stuff yourself and like buy stuff in bulk and mix it together yourself and probably save a lot of money. But yeah, whether you get the plastic ones or the glass ones, they were both a crowd favorite on TikTok. Next thing, I actually haven't really specifically talked about these on TikTok, but anytime that I post my refrigerator or like I do my grocery hauls or I show my refrigerator organization on TikTok, the comments always say, but what about leftovers? Where are your leftovers? What do you put your leftovers in? Like, people just really freak out about the leftovers because they see everything else all nicely organized in my fridge and they just feel like you can't have leftovers. I do have leftovers. I always have leftovers in my fridge, and this is what I use for my leftovers. So these are glass containers with bamboo lids, and you can get them in all different shapes and sizes. This is a replacement for your standard plastic Tupperware. I know we probably all have that cabinet in our kitchen that has like a bunch of mismatched Tupperware and you don't know what lids go to what, and it's like red and blue and the plastic is all gross and it looks dirty, but it's not dirty, but it's just because you put spaghetti in there one time and the grease soaked in and you can't wash it out, but it's like you swear it's clean, but it looks dirty, but it's not. We all have Tupperware like that. Let it go. If you can let it go, let it go. Replace it with glass. Glass doesn't do that thing where it looks dirty, but it's not dirty. Glass doesn't do that. The bamboo lids, the way that these like containers are, you're never gonna get confused with what lid goes to what container. You know what I mean? Like, it's very like self-explanatory, and like some of the lids are interchangeable. Like, these two containers are different, but the lids work for both. It's the same lid. And there's a lot of them like that where it's like it's interchangeable, so you don't have to worry about like the lids. You know what I mean? It's just better. Also, it looks better. This looks so much nicer. Again, if you're one of the girlies who actually cares about the aesthetic factor, not that that's the most important thing, but if you're like me, maybe if you're a Virgo or something and you care about that and that part brings you joy, because it brings me joy for sure, this looks so much better. Having like the uniform, nice, clear bamboo versus all the mismatched plastic, this looks so much better. So this is what I use for leftovers. It's an airtight seal, you know, just like any other Tupperware. You could do whatever you normally do with your normal Tupperware, you could do with these. You just have to be a tiny bit more careful because the bottom part is glass. But what are you doing with your leftovers that you need to worry about that? And yes, I do leave space in my refrigerator to put these containers so that, you know, I actually have space for my leftovers in my fridge. Sometimes when I show my fridge, I'm only like showing the top part in my TikToks a lot of times, because that's where all my like cool containers are and my nicely organized stuff is kind of like on the top part. So I normally show that, but then people are like, where are you gonna put your leftovers? There's another shelf below that. Like, I promise, I swear, it'll be fine. I promise. You can have your aesthetic fridge and you can have your leftovers too. It's doable. So if you're one of those people who commented on my TikTok about the leftovers, now you know. Okay, another container. This is a kind of specialty container. This is one of my newest purchases. I more recently posted a TikTok about these and a lot of people liked them. These are like specially made containers that work really well for produce. So like fruits, veggies, that type of thing, berries. I had like strawberries, blueberries, cucumbers, little baby carrots. But what's cool about these is how versatile and like interchangeable they are. So they come with these extra pieces that you can use as like drainage at the bottom, but then you can also use it to divide up the container. So you can have like more than one thing in the container. So you can put the dividers down the middle, so you can have two sides, two things in there. And then you can also do it going across like this. You can have something on the bottom and something on the top if it's more like a longer, maybe it's celery sticks or long carrot sticks, and like you need that kind of shape. You can also do it like this, like both. So maybe you have something that fits on this side, but then you want to do two different things on this side. This is just like real space saver type of thing, because you know, when you buy produce, you buy strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, whatever, baby carrots, everything comes in its own little individual like plastic box. And then you have all these like plastic boxes stacked up in your fridge. That ends up taking a lot of space in your fridge when you keep the stuff in the packaging that it came in. But if you put it in something like this, this can hold 3 different things in one container. You know what I mean? And then they're stackable. So I have 2 of these. Also, it's supposed to really help keep things fresh because it has all the like ventilation and drainage, and the lid is kind of cool too, because number 1, it opens like half and half. So like if you just want to open this side, or you can like take the whole thing off, but it has like this little ventilation thing on it. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like you can close or open the little vents at the top. So if you want it to get more airflow, or if you don't want it to, because like certain things need the airflow and certain things are better to be airtight. So even like within this one container, you can kind of pick and choose what needs what. This is just a real handy little container for produce and stuff to save space and kind of consolidate everything. So it's just only taking up the space that it needs to take up in your fridge, if that makes sense. And it's in the proper kind of container to stay fresh and last longer. So like I said, these come as a set of 2, and I will have the exact set linked in the description. And then also in the category of special containers for certain things, these are my lunch meat / bacon / in my case, sausage link containers. I personally sought these out because I saw someone on TikTok who had them and they were putting their bacon in it. And I hate the way that bacon is sold in the store. It never comes in a resealable package. It comes in this horrible packaging where once you open it, it's open. And if you're not using the whole package of bacon at once, what do you do with it? I used to get like a gallon size Ziploc bag like this and like put the rest of the bacon in here, and like that was fine or whatever, but I didn't love that. So I really liked the idea of a long flat container like this. This is a set of 2. These are perfect for bacon because it's just the right like shape and size for a pack of bacon. I don't have bacon right now, but what I do have is lunch meat, and this one running low, need to re-up. But the lunch meat that I buy fits perfectly in here. And then also the little sausage links that I always buy also fit perfectly in here. And it just works so much better because the bacon, the lunch meat, the sausages, none of them come in resealable packaging. How hard is it to make a little package that actually closes up all the way? Put a Ziploc on it. To the people who make bacon, put a Ziploc on it, please. Well, it's too late now because I already got the containers, but like it just bothered me so much. But this is perfect. Now it can go in a container, and also it matches everything else. It's stackable, it consolidates, it saves space, it keeps it fresh. It's just so much better than the little thing that it comes in at the store. That also was a set of 2. A lot of these things come as at least a set of 2, if not more. So you're good to go. It kind of like gives you multiple because usually you need more than one. So I like the fact that they normally come as a set of 2. Another thing that people really liked that I showed on my TikTok is putting a Lazy Susan in your refrigerator. I definitely did not invent this concept whatsoever. I definitely was inspired by a lot of other girls on TikTok who did this. And actually my mom did this a long time ago. Whenever we organized her fridge, I think she had a Lazy Susan, but I use Lazy Susans for a lot of things. I have them like under my sink storage. I have them in my pantry. I have them in my bathroom. I have them everywhere because they really do come in handy when it comes to like when you need to reach in to get something instead of like trying to reach back there and get something that's in the back. Lazy Susan, because you can turn it and just turn it towards you and get the thing that you need. And that really comes in handy in a refrigerator because refrigerators are kind of deep. So when there's something back there, it's just hard to access. So putting a Lazy Susan and putting all your things on the Lazy Susan, game changer. That's a real easy, quick, affordable thing to just kind of like add some razzle dazzle to your fridge and actually add some real functionality. That one's not even really for the aesthetic at all. That one is purely functionality. So that's probably like my #1 recommendation. Besides the like starter pack of the bins, I would say start with the bins, the plain bins, and also get a Lazy Susan. Then you're gonna start to see what I'm talking about with the refrigerator organization. And then you're probably gonna wanna get all the other stuff too, but start with the bins and the Lazy Susan for sure. Now, this last set of organizational items, I actually have not even shown on my TikTok yet. I did find out about it from TikTok, but I haven't made my TikTok about it yet. Y'all are getting a little exclusive first peek here, but it's right here. And I actually used it a second ago when I pulled out the baggie. This is just amazing to me. Look at this. Drawer organizers, but not just any drawer organizers. These are specially made to hold your rolls of things. such as foil, plastic wrap, and wax paper, and then to also hold your baggies of various sizes, such as gallon baggies, quart size, sandwich size, and snack size baggies. I love this. As a Virgo, as someone who just loves organizing, as someone who loves compartmentalizing, labeling, and function, making things easier to use, this genuinely helps you use your things better. I used to always struggle with the little thing that the foil and the plastic wrap comes in. I guess not so much the foil, but especially the plastic wrap. When you pull the plastic wrap out and it has the little razor blade on the cardboard box and you're supposed to just pull it out and rip it off, it never rips. That little razor blade does not work. The ones that come with the little thing like this are better. Like the boxes that actually have the little slider thing on it, those are okay, but a lot of times they don't come like that. Like I think it's one certain brand that comes like that and it's like more expensive, but this thing has 3 little slider blades on it, like the little cutters, so that you can actually cut the plastic wrap and it just actually works. You pull it out, you cut it, it works. Let me demonstrate. So also it has like a little thing where you can grab it, so it's easy to like get it started, pull it out, you have your little cutter, slide across, boom. No hassle, no fuss, no nothing. You just do it. You know what I mean? And it works perfectly every time. And it's got a slot for 3 different things. It came with a set of labels so you could choose like what you wanted to label it as. It had, you know, all the standard options. These are the 3 things that I use most often, so that's what I chose. And of course, it's meant to be a drawer organizer, so it fits perfectly in pretty much any standard drawer. I have a big wide drawer right here, so I paired it up with the baggie organizer. This is super self-explanatory. It's just, you know, giving you different little slots to put your Ziploc baggies in, so like gallon size. I ran out of all these other baggies. I need to get some more, but also it came with a bunch of different labels. It came with like freezer bag or whatever other types of baggies that are out there. I just put the ones that I normally have. And the way that you load it up for both of them is the thing just slides open. So it's just a thing like this. You put the baggies inside and then you just slide the cover back on and it's just a little holder like that. And it just saves space. It keeps you from having all those different little ripped up cardboard boxes that the baggies come in. Because when you have a bunch of those little ones and you're trying to put them in the drawer, you know the frustration. When you have open cardboard boxes of baggies in the drawer and they're not really properly in there and you can't close the drawer because they're all you don't need that stress in your life. I'm the friend who is gonna peer pressure you into buying organizational products that you may not really need, but you need it. You know what I mean? I love this. This has improved my life. This has decreased my stress levels by at least 4% overall, because I don't have that struggle anymore. So yeah, that was everything, you guys. These were all the products that I wanted to share with you guys, just because, like I said, everybody was loving it on TikTok. Every time I post about it, people just eat it up. So I thought my YouTube fam deserved to know about it too. I wanted to put y'all on. But like I said, follow me on TikTok because that's where I constantly, frequently update about these types of things. I show them in use. I do grocery hauls where I'm putting everything away, like ASMR. It's very satisfying, very relaxing. If you're into that type of thing, I post that content over on TikTok. So make sure you're following me over there. Also, if you are interested in any of the things that I showed today, I will have everything linked in the description box. Just go to my Amazon storefront. I also have just kind of all of my favorite Amazon products in general on my Amazon storefront, nicely organized into categories for you guys. So anything that you ever see me using or showing in a TikTok or something, it's usually saved there. Like I said, this was not sponsored or anything. These are all products that I purchased with my own money that I genuinely use and love and just wanted to share with you guys. However, if you do make a purchase through my Amazon storefront, I will receive a small commission. Comment down below and let me know if you like these types of videos, like these kind of collective hauls. And if so, what types of products do you want to see in the next video? Like what category? Comment down below, let me know, and I can definitely do that for you guys. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.